Hey guys, Beau here, and welcome back to the Beau Show. This is another Transformers 5 update. This is update number 11, and before we start off, I'm very sorry about the delay of videos lately, mainly because I've been working on my second channel, Movie Stalkers. I already made a little video about that in my last video. If you guys want to check out the video, I will leave a link over here or over there. I don't know. You'll see it somewhere around here. But that was not our main concern today. Today is Transformers 5, and I'm talking about mainly, not a whole lot of news came out about Transformers 5, but I'm here to talk about some spin-offs and sequels that I forgot to mention in my last Transformers 5 recap. And Transformers 5 recap, what am I saying? Transformers 5 update, and some other things that I wanted to mention. So, let's first start with some of the sequels and spin-offs that I forgot to talk about. So, remember that rumor about a Transformers G.I. Joe crossover? Now, me personally, when I think about this right now, I think that would be kind of poor in judgment, because that just tells me this, and I said the same thing in my movie watch about Fantastic Four and X-Men crossover, and that is, it looks like one of those properties needs assistance. That's what I view these crossovers, because Fantastic Four right now is doing terrible. I'm sorry, I haven't seen the movie yet, but I still have heard terrible things about it. And they talk about a crossover with X-Men, so therefore, if they do a crossover, X-Men is going to be helping out with Fantastic Four. With this G.I. Joe has not done that much well, but they're still decent films. But that tells me that G.I. Joe needs assistance from Transformers if they're going to do this crossover. So, I'm personally okay with a crossover. I don't mind it, but I just think it would be kind of pointless if you do a crossover. So there's that. And, alright, let's get down to some of the things that I was talking about earlier, and that was prequels. I want to talk about prequels mainly on this episode. Mainly the Cybertron prequel that we were talking about in our last Transformers 5 recap. There is a lot of things about this prequel that I am very excited for if it happens, because there is so much potential for this prequel. And me personally, thinking about it, if you get the right director, and you get the right producers, and the right executive producers, and all the right writers, this might be the best Transformers story that we have to date. Mainly I said story. I don't think it's going to be the best movie, but I think it would be the best story that we have. Because, in my mind, Transformers Dark of the Moon has the best story. Transformers, the first one, is still an origin story. Revenge of the Fallen didn't really have a story. And Dark of the Moon has a really good story. Age of Extinction was... it was okay. I think that this would be the best movie, mainly because the Cybertron prequel... I think this would be the best story, mainly because I think that if you find the right elements and the right inspiration for this prequel, I think it can go right. Because remember, all the writers for these Transformers movies, they are getting inspiration from all the Transformers lore. So, me personally, if they do a Cybertron prequel, which they most likely will, I would not be surprised if they got inspiration from War for Cybertron and Fall Cybertron. I want it to look exactly like that. Not exactly like in the video game. I'm saying I want like a story just like that. I want it to be kind of like that. Because, let's be real, Fall Cybertron's story is a lot more deeper than War for Cybertron's story. Because War for Cybertron's story is mainly the war, and Fall Cybertron is how they left Cybertron and how they got to Earth. So, me personally, I would love to see that story more than the War for Cybertron one. And the other thing that makes this Cybertron prequel better is that, remember, Bumblebee was the first Autobot on Earth. We want to know how he got there. Cybertron prequel does that. Optimus Prime Megatron fight. Go right there. We could also see some new characters in there, and we could also see how Sentinel Prime betrayed and made this deal with Megatron, and how he got in the Ark. So, You see, there's a lot of potential here for this prequel. So why am I talking about this prequel a lot? Why am I thinking this prequel is going to do well? Well, me personally, you don't need any actors in this movie. You don't. Just think about it. Because they were saying that if the Cybertron prequel happens, they might do it all animated. And me personally, I think that'd be a perfect choice to do for this Cybertron prequel. Because, look, you know, I'm fine for having actors in a Transformers movie. There's a certain point in the movie, like Ninja Turtles did, there's a certain point where you want to watch the robots do what the robots do. And we don't get that. And that kind of frustrates me a little bit because, you know, that's what we go in for a Transformers movie or a, you know, like a Michael Bay movie. We expect action. And if we get like 30 minutes of human talking, then we're going to get bored after like 2 minutes. So, yeah, you know, it's not... I just don't want any actors in the Cybertron prequel. Make it all animated and have the Fall Cybertron story in there, and it would work. You have the opportunity here to make a good movie. It could be live action and CGI. I mean, you can do that. I don't know if that's an idea. You have a great opportunity here. Do not waste it, please. Do not waste this prequel, please. I want this prequel to succeed. I want to be a great success. So hopefully we get that. Hopefully this happens because that prequel has so much potential, a lot of potential, and if we get it, then I will be super happy because that prequel has potential for so many things in so many different ways and can be done in so many different ways. Kind of like the Bumblebee spinoff. If you, like I said about how many ideas you could put into that Bumblebee spinoff, these two movies, in my opinion, are the most strongest movies that we have so far for the cinematic universe. Besides the 4 that we have now, these two I put 3 for some reason, these 2 are the most highly potential to succeed out of these Transformers movies. And I hope these writers know what they're doing. I hope that they learn from these inspirations and the Michael Bay movies. They need to learn these are Transformer movies, and these movies are meant to sell toys. And if you're not showing the robots in the movie, then you're not selling toys. That is pretty much what a Transformers movie is. It is to sell toys. I'm sorry if you love the Transformers movies. I like the Transformers movies, but you know right from the first movie, these movies are meant to sell toys. That is the whole purpose of Transformers, the franchise as a whole. It's meant to sell toys. Just look at the Robots in Disguise cartoon. Those new characters, new toys. The new weapons they have, new toys. New upgrades they get, new toys. Spoiler. That was a minor spoiler. Do not screw this up, please. Just do not screw this up. These writers, you need to focus on this inspiration for Transformers. Like, the people who are writing the Cybertron prequel, you need to focus on the Fall of Cybertron part, okay? And a little bit of G1 if you want. But mainly the Fall of Cybertron part. You need to remember, Fall of Cybertron is probably the most accurate storytelling of the way they got to Earth. And if you bring that to me on the big screen, animated or CGI, whatever you want, and you bring it to me, and it succeeds, I will applaud for you in the theater. I will stand up in the theater with an Optimus Prime costume in front of a bunch of people and just clap until my arms fall off. That's the bottom line. I'm serious. So please, just do not screw up these sequels and prequels. I want these to succeed. I want to show the world that, look, Michael Bay movies could still be good movies. They just need help. They just need some assistance from some really good writers, and we have some great writers. Like, we have a Daredevil writer, for God's sake. That was a great TV series, by the way. Can't wait for season 2. Please make these movies count. Just make them count. Learn from your mistakes from the Transformers movies. Learn from your mistakes from Revenge of the Fallen, mainly. And make these movies work. Make them work. I want them to work so badly. And like I said, you can go animated. You can go CGI. You don't need actors. Like, you don't need real actors on here. You can go animated. You can go CGI. You can have voice actors. There you go. That's all you need. And you know what? I don't even care what the heck. I don't even care if it is animated or CGI. Like I said, I just want this movie to be one or the other. If you give me one or the other, I do not care. Just give it to me. Believe me, I'm worth it. So that's it for this update. Like I said, not much going on for Transformers 5 or the cinematic universe as a whole. We just have to wait for a little bit and see what other news we can have. So that's it for this episode. Hope you guys enjoyed it. Please check out my second channel, Movie Stalkers. It is a good channel so far. I just posted another video, and please check it out. So that's it for this video. Hope you guys enjoyed it. So this has been Francis Beau, and Beau out.